On the airstrike this weekend in Rafah, was it a U.S. bomb that was used in that airstrike, or a U.S. provided bomb that was used in that airstrike? Have the Israelis been able to assure you that it wasn't?
I do not know what type of munition was used in that airstrike. I'd have to refer you to the Israelis to speak to that.
But if it was, shouldn't the U.S. be doing something to prevent additional airstrikes like this?
Well, in every single case, whenever the Secretary speaks to his counterpart, Minister Gallant, and you've heard us say both publicly from here and privately, we always urge the IDF to consider civilian casualties in any type of operations that they conduct. We're going to continue to urge them to take every single precaution and to do more to protect innocent civilians. But in terms of this particular strike, I just don't have more information for you. Trace.
I understand, because I get confused with the terminology of the
Sure.
pier and the causeway. So
Yeah.
that thing that was attached to the coast of Gaza has been removed completely.
It's in the process of being removed.
It will be moved to Ashdod and then eventually come back.
That's right. Think of it as the way I described it, and I tried to make it as understandable as possible, but obviously having a visual, it's kind of difficult. Think of that Trident pier as having like a large T, that top part of the T disconnected. So that has been recovered, but in order to reassemble everything, it's gonna detach from the coastline, move up to Ashdod, be reassembled, and then reattach, re-anchor back.
Got it. And just on Rafah, the Secretary, I'm sure, has obviously received intel briefings. I'm sure he's seen images. What's his reaction been? The argument is this could not have been done without U.S. weapons. Is he proud of being associated with the Israeli military, which now appears to have killed, tens of thousands of civilians and many children just over the weekend? Is he proud? Is he ashamed? What's his how does he look at the situation, I guess, from an emotional standpoint?
Look, I think the Secretary, like all of us, saw the devastating imagery that came out of Rafah. I know you saw it. You posted about it as well. With anything like this, with any type of strike, it's absolutely devastating to see the loss of life. And that's why in every single conversation that the Secretary has with Minister Gallant, he reemphasizes the fact that there needs to be more done to protect innocent lives. I believe the Secretary had a conversation with Minister Gallant last week. They talk almost weekly. I don't have any calls to preview today or read out, but assured you that anytime he speaks to Minister Gallant, this is something that comes up in conversation. Nancy.